So who cares? Why not do your own thing and let them say what they want?
Why, hello, if it isn't Friday Night Mail. Let's get into it. What's up, guys, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful fucking Friday. Today we're gonna be unboxing some of the stuff you guys sent me and answering your questions, as well as giving out a $50 Amazon gift card. I think for the time being, for a little bit, I'm gonna stick to 50 instead of 25, but once this corona stuff is over, or once I feel like it's been a bit too much for me, I will dial it back. Let's start out, as I wave this Triforce letter opener around that still has some remnants from last episode on it. Let's start with announcing last week's giveaway winner. And that winner is Stephen M. Congratulations, Stephen M. I have not yet emailed you, but I will do so like literally right after I film this video because I'm too lazy to get up and go do it now since I picked the winner on my phone using the Gleam app, which is what I use, which I have to pay like $500 a year for. Fucking crazy. I pay $500 a year to give away money to you guys, but I do get you guys to follow and check me out on social media. So is it worth the money? Probably not, but I'm happy to have giveaways on this channel. Without further ado, let's get into the boxes. The boxes, all right? Let's just fucking do it. Some of these boxes are really fucked up. I have noticed a trend. Anytime something comes from overseas, it is always a box that looks like someone fucked it, gave it to their dog to play with as a chew toy, fucked it again because that's their fetish, and then sent it to me. Yeah, it's usually that fucking crazy. I don't understand why, don't ask me. These boxes here that we have today are no exception, many of which are coming from the UK, but I've also noticed that it's happening more domestically, which is like, what in the goddamn fuck? Can people realize that some of these things are essential? Obviously not the things that I buy, except, you know, those D-rings that I bought for my new bumper for my Jeep are definitely essential. Support your small businesses, guys. Anyway, boxes open, let's do it. Thank you guys so much for sending me stuff. You really don't have to. We can seriously just put this on the back burner or on hold for a while. If you guys don't have the means or feel like sending me something, I totally get that. In fact, I'm kind of a little bit iffy on opening any of these boxes all the time anyway. What with the virus going around, and also because I have to put the stipulation that none of you guys can send me something directly from your house unless you sent it like months ago. But other than that, can we talk about why this sweater zipper is always sideways on me? I either have a gargantuan boob and a tiny boob, or something is off with the sweater, but it's literally only this sweater. I keep adjusting it. It doesn't feel comfortable when I adjust it, and it just won't stay. It's fucking crazy. Let's open this. Oh, this is the thing I made Rubber Tongue get me for my set while I'm streaming. I have no way to charge my phone next to my desktop in here, so I wanted him to get me this, and this is so cool. By the way, support your local businesses, support your small businesses. This is from the company One Up Forge. You can go to oneupforge.com. They're also on Etsy. I found this retro SNES controller, but the guy made it into an actual charger for your phone. Obviously, this isn't gonna work right now because it's not plugged in. I know how electricity works, but I just want to demonstrate how fucking cool that looks. Look at that. That is so sick. Also, the background on my phone is pretty sick too. I love this thing so much. It is going to be a great addition to next to my streaming area. The A and B buttons are even literally the same color as my phone case. I am in love with it. Good boy, Rubber Tongue. Thanks for sending it to me. Let's go ahead and open this next package that has been absolutely obliterated already because it's international. I love you guys, by the way. I hope you're holding up well. Yorkshire tea. We know that this is coming from the resident British communist, even though he says he's socialist, Terra viewer on this channel, Mr. Derpy himself. I've been drinking tea at least once a day, every single day for the last like month, and this is so amazing. I have Earl Grey in the morning, and then sometimes I'll have the decaffeinated breakfast tea that he sent me. And now I have some Yorkshire tea. 210 tea bags for the price of 160. Really, if it were up to Derpy, this would all just be free. From each according to his ability to each according to their need. Am I right? Of course I'm not. Thank you so much, Derpy. I love you absolutely so much. You are amazing. You support me so much, and I love having opposing opinions to make fun of in my Discord and in my life. And as always, I love you, and I should get this away from my face before I get corona from the Brits. Love you, Derpy. Seriously, thank you. Next package is easy to open, thankfully. Am I literally gonna say that and it's not gonna be? Holy crap. Oh my, usually I bite them, but I can't bite them because I will get all forms of space AIDS, probably. Oh, there we go. Ooh, we've got Plato's Republic. Oh my god. It says, "Hi Tara, enjoy your gift. I was always more of an Aristotle person, but Plato is good too." From Kyle. Thank you so much, Kyle. Let's read a really quick excerpt from this text, which is probably quite dry, but it does have some good thoughts within it. It's funny how he's like addressing Socrates in here. "Virtue seems, then, to be a kind of health, fine condition and well-being of the soul, while vice is disease, shameful condition, and weakness. That's true. And don't fine ways of living lead one to the possession of virtue, shameless ones to vice? Necessarily. I have not, in my many years of barely reading books and mostly just listening to audiobooks and YouTube videos, ever heard anyone actually say necessarily instead of not necessarily. How fucking refreshing. Thank you, Plato. And thank you so much, Kyle, for the book. I love you so much. You're amazing. Thank you for making my collection of wonderful philosophical texts that I read in very small portions at very random times in my life much, much bigger and much cooler. I appreciate it. You're awesome. Next package. Oh, that was so forceful. I was almost man-like. Man-like I was. Okay. Hey, Tara, I burped. Something tells me you may not be a comic book fan, but I wanted to send you something fun to read. You know? Maybe you like them. Stay safe, Roland. Thank you, Roland. What is this? He-Man Thundercats. All right. I actually have a large collection of comic books these days, mainly because of my BFF, The Adventurous Joe, and also because a lot of other people send me these. Sometimes I look through them. Sometimes I just keep them as like a backdrop for my gaming channel set, which I almost never use. I basically just use it when I'm doing makeup videos because it just happens to be behind there. I like to look at it. It's basically my collection. So if I wasn't a YouTuber, it would just be like I was a collector, so it's not completely useless because collectors still collect even if they're not YouTubers. Why am I justifying my big collection of paraphernalia? Anyway, thank you so much. I've always been interested in He-Man, but you're right. I'm not that much of a comic book person. When I was younger, I read like Simpsons comic books and other types of like obscure comic books, but I'm guessing where I would get my fix of superheroes these days would be comic books because I cannot stand the Marvel and even most of the DC movies these days, so yeah. Like this video or at least post a comment telling me if you agree or disagree on that because I feel like I'm one of 10 people I've ever heard of that don't absolutely love every rendition of the Marvel movies and the DC movies these days. It's like, ugh. There's always some political agenda. It's always kind of tired and formulaic, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't like it that much anymore these days. And I also do appreciate you kind of just thinking about a cool gift you want to get me, something that you're passionate about, and sending it to me so I can in turn see if I'm passionate about it. I appreciate that so much. I love gifts that feel like they're much more personal or that there's a lot of thought put into them. Not saying that I don't love it when you guys buy things off my wish list because those are specifically curated things that I'm never gonna feel bad about getting. But it is kind of cool to know how well you guys know me and how much you guys want to connect with me over your interests as well. So thank you. Love you, Roland. Finally not calling you Ronald. Apologize again for that in the last one. Second to last package we have here is... Why are these harder to open than usual? It's like I'm losing all my games. Ooh, my god, hold on. Is this from Roland as well? Yes, it is. Hey Tara, I'm not sure if you're a comic book fan, that's fine, but these two comic books are my gift to you. Take good care of them. Excelsior, Roland. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the Ghostbusters. It's a crossover. That's fucking cool. I actually like that a lot. This art style's kind of weird. I don't know how much I love the art style where every human has some kind of fucking duck lips in comic books. If it was only the black guy, it would be extremely racist, but it's literally everyone for some reason. But I do love TMNT, so this is pretty cool. So it says right here, question, why are a bunch of old guys shooting lasers at us? For the first time ever in Friday Night Mail fashion, I have no idea how to answer that question. Sorry about that. Thank you, Roland. You're a badass. I love you. I want to kiss my hands and kiss you, but I'm not quite sure how long these have been in my garage, so I don't know if the Rona has worn off of them yet. Next, package. This is the big and heavy one. Where did I put my weapon of choice? Jesus fucking Christ, did I lose everything? I would lose my boobs if they weren't bolted onto my chest. I'm so glad, by the way, guys, that I don't have to just stick my boobs in every day as if they're like contact lenses. That would be so awful. To be honest, I hate most mods, like body mods and everything, that aren't more permanent or very, very convenient, I guess. Like, I have to make a beauty routine convenient and quick or I like cannot stick to it. As much as people think I take a really long time doing makeup, you can even see in my videos I don't while I'm talking and taking a really long time to just hang out with you guys. Who fucking packaged this? Oh my god. question for you guys. Do you guys like me to leave in me struggling with packages? Because lately I've been trying to make my videos more succinct. So I've been cutting out like struggling with packages and stuff unless it's like super relevant or really funny or something. But do you guys love it? Do you want me to like speed it up and make my voice super chipmunky, or like what do you want me to do? Gotta just brute force this one. Wow, I can't even brute force this. What do I do? And it says fragile too. Why am I treating this package like it's a common street whore when it's fragile? Oh, dude, this tape. Oh, this is worse than my mom's packages, you guys. All right, we're just gonna try to get in there. The preserve of good taste, Tiptree, it says. Let me show you. Tiptree, this, whatever this is, with this god-awful, it almost looks like, you know those SCSI cables with like a bunch of wires going through them, so there's no way you could like easily rip it, like reinforces the cable. That's not the point of it, but it would be great tape. That's what this looks like. Oh my god, Derpy, where did you buy this? Ooh, what is this? Okay, orange marmalade with malt whiskey, Tiptree, England. So it's just a bunch of English stuff. He said that he wouldn't know if I would like any of this stuff, and that is just a bunch of stuff from his country. What do you guys think? Orange marmalade with malt whiskey. That sounds, what is this? Is this a spread? What am I supposed to do with this? It's fine cut. I don't know, dude. And then we also, oops. And then we also have apricot. All right. So these are spreads then, like fine spreads. Like this is the distinguished elite. Ooh, this is strawberry. It's like strawberry jam or something. Ooh, almost fell over. Oh, one more. Okay. I hope these don't fall. I hope Eve doesn't like somehow get behind me and I don't notice. Oh, another one of these pieces of tape. My god. I'm gonna try to peel the tape this time. Rather than fight against the very biology of the tape, I feel like that will be better. Yeah, it's got a bunch of like threading in it. And then it rips horizontally. It rips horizontally. So I have to keep making new, oh my god, this tape. Is this British tape? Discontinue the Brits. Jesus. Peach, blueberry. I'm interested in this orange marmalade. Marmalade. So British. Raspberry seedless. This is gonna be good. Looks like I'm making peanut butter and random English preserve sandwiches for a while from now on. Thank you, Derpy. I appreciate this. This is really interesting. Again, another thoughtful gift where you're like, hey, maybe she'll like this shit. But I want to remind you guys, Derpy is an exception. I know him. He's kind of like a friend. Please do not send me any sweets or food or any kind of food at all. Nothing made by yourself especially, and nothing that you bought, no candy. Just don't send me food, okay? Please remember to not send me food, all right? I'm glad this doesn't pop because that would mean someone already got into it. Let's go ahead and take our phone from this wonderful charging place and let's do some of your Q&A questions. By the way, Derpy, you're amazing. I love you. Thank you so much. You always put a smile on my face. So this is from Lynn Moorhead, and that little icon next to his name means that he's a public subscriber of mine for like over a year, so thank you so much, Lynn, for being a subscriber. I want to remind you guys right now to please turn on notifications, hit that bell icon, click all, and please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and the most important part is engagement. Comment on it, stay around for a while, let it play in the background if you're not actually interested, but just hang out. Because supporting the types of videos you like on my channel and letting me know through the viewership and through the click-through rate and all that stuff that you like it will mean that I will keep doing it, because right now I'm kind of in a transition period where I'm trying to figure out which videos, series related videos of mine are doing the best and which ones I can replace for more cinematic things, which is where I want to take the channel. Sexy, cinematic, interesting vlogs, as well as some series. So anyway, Lynn says, question. I meant to ask in my original note, I know you love your Jeep, but I was wondering what you thought about the new Gladiator. Would you ever consider getting one of those instead or in addition to your Jeep? So a little fun fact about me, before I was dying for a Jeep, before I realized it was the perfection that I wanted, all of the customization, all of the cool backstory, all of the history, all of the cute little grill, and all of the off-road potential, I really wanted a lifted truck. Like with a flatbed and everything, I wanted a lifted truck. And while I really do like Gladiator trucks, I think they're really cool. I think at this point, I don't really want a truck, but if I were to buy a truck, I would definitely buy a Gladiator. I've seen a lot of overlanding modded Gladiators that look really cool with a tent on the top, and then they've got like the extra fuel on the side. They've got all the supplies, they've got a lot of room for everything. It looks really fucking cool. Some people even like lift them, take them off-road, and they actually do pretty well off-road. They just have that like really long wheelbase, which sucks for your approach angle and all that stuff. So I really, really like my Jeep very much. And if I were to buy another Jeep, it would probably be a really cheap Jeep for Jay, like a CJ or something. I can fix it up for him, and then I would have someone to winch me out if I got stuck, and vice versa. But other than that, I think the gladiators are cool, but I don't really need a truck. Pirate Style Jitsu, who has a lot of hearts for me, that's that little heart icon, and he subscribed to me for a while publicly, thank you, says, are your eyelashes thicker? If so, it's a nice look. Actually, it's crazy that you recognize this because yes, they are thicker. I've been trying a new brand. I know you guys don't want to hear about my eyelashes, but it's funny because at first, that was like one of my first times wearing it in a video, and as I was editing, I was like, this feels really weird. And now that I've gotten used to them, I really like them, but I think it's sweet that you gave me a compliment on something that I wasn't really feeling at first. It made me feel a little bit better about them. That at least someone was looking at them and wasn't like, oh my god, what are those fucking caterpillars on your face? So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Leroy Brown says, Jay's advice is actually pretty good, Tara. Diet is key and music helps keep the mind motivated. Works for me. Question for you, Tara. Where and what do you eat during the lockdown? I eat pretty much the same stuff. I have a fresh meal plan, which is like a delivery service where they have pre-cooked food that you just like stick in the microwave and heat up and it's all like actually good for you food. And that's what I eat in the middle of most days. And then other than that, I have like a really cheap mealy microwavable dinner at night. And in the morning, I have like peanut butter toast with a Soylent Bridge, which is only 180 calories and kind of tastes like chocolate, so that goes really good together. Then for my cheat meal days, I just get some kind of delivery or I do drive-through because those are still open here. And that's pretty much it. It's not really what you eat, it's how many calories you expend and making sure you eat less calories than you consume. Obviously, I'm gonna get everyone in the comments being a smartass, being like, oh my god, there are some people who have this and that, but really, 99.9% of people, all you gotta do is actually objectively measure your calories and expend more than you lose. There are more intricacies than that, but really that's all it is. And the only reason I have a hard time with it is because I have literally no self-control. No other reason. Next, thank you, Leroy. Chevy fan number 1 says, what's your favorite Slipknot song? I'm gonna go with The Virus of Life. That's usually the one that I say is my favorite. I have a really hard time deciding what song in specific is my favorite out of my favorite bands because I like so many and it depends on my mood. But that's the one I always go to because, oh my god, that shit makes me feel some sort of way. It is not a hit or anything, it's just something about the creepiness. It's pinnacle Corey Taylor. And the last question is from David Roy. Hey David. He says, Tara, question. Have you decided about your front bumper for Reaper yet? I recently saw a nice but aggressive bumper on the Rubicon that was manufactured by Rigid. I know you like really aggressive things that are rigid. Devil face. That was awkward. Yes, I have. In fact, right below me and probably 6 feet that way if you're right below me. My bumper is sitting in a giant box in the middle of my living room and I finally got the accent plates back for it that I had powder coated, so that's gonna go on my Jeep really soon. I also did a little tiny cool cinematic Jeep video that has me topless with a thong that you guys are gonna like. And that kind of thing is going to be something that's more prevalent on my channel heretofore. Is that one of those words you can stick all together as one word? I don't know. But I've realized through a lot of thought and introspection that yeah, my channel's not growing. Most people's channels aren't growing unless they're doing something really meta. But what I want to do is I want to give it a shot at having my overarching thing be my personality and my production quality. Obviously, I have one of the best production qualities already. I have a lot of really expensive stuff and I'm always upgrading. Not that you have to have expensive stuff, but I put a lot of effort into my aesthetic and my production quality. But going forward, I want to add a lot more cinematic elements and storytelling elements into my vlogs because I've always hated making vlogs because I thought they sucked and the way people do vlogs that are really boring suck. But when I found out you can do like cinematic vlogs with like B-roll that like tell a story and like really grip the person so it doesn't really matter what the person's doing, the viewer is gonna be gripped. That's the kind of thing I want to try to do alongside my other content, of course, don't worry. And this Jeep video, to end my long-winded off-topic conversation, is going to be the first time I truly try that out and give it my all and put a lot of editing and effort into it to see if you guys like it. So stay tuned. I'll be posting on Instagram, of course, and on YouTube, obviously, here when that goes live, and if you could give it some love, give it a chance, and then let me know if you like it, I would appreciate that. You guys are wonderful, and I will see you in the next video. I love you so much. Don't forget to sign up for the giveaway if you want a $50 Amazon gift card. Amazon still has quick shipping on things that are essential, so if you need something, check that out. And we didn't really do any changing or anything today, so thank you guys so much for watching. Here's a little fan service. And never feel bad that I put fan service in my videos. That's the last note I'm gonna leave this on. Because a lot of people will go like, oh my god, you don't have to put that stuff in your videos. Like, we like you without it. And it's like, yeah, but I like it. It's part of my aesthetic. It's part of my personality to be sexy. And on top of that, the sexy stuff will allow other people to come in and see how awesome my personality is, like you guys say. So don't worry about it. I don't feel forced. I would never do anything I'm forced to do unless it was by a hot buff guy. Bye guys. I'm gonna leave it there. but streets back, alright. Boom, 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 boom. Who else loves painted on denim leggings? Oh my god, I need to go for a walk and expend some of this energy. Off we go to Plato Republic. Whew. In the other subsection of the visible, put the originals of these images, namely, the animals around us, all the plants, and the whole class of manufactured things. Consider them put. Little note, guys, I've been shooting my thumbnails in 60 FPS so I can actually capture a single frame without having it be blurry, screenshot that, and then edit it for the thumbnail. But otherwise, we go in 24 FPS. This is 60, by the way. So you can see how I feel like I'm doing some kind of soap opera or something. Like, perfect timing, my room would turn on. I gotta go. Bye-bye.